So, hey everyone, welcome to the Text Connect podcast episode number 2. So, this episode is for all the students who are confused about what lies ahead of them after they graduate. So, today we'll connect with some experienced people from the textile domain who will talk about the job profiles and the opportunities in the textile industry, along with some tips and tricks for the students pursuing textile technology.
So let's welcome Mr. Ravindra Kore, who works as a quality manager at Trident Limited. Mr. Sameer Memon and Mr. Ashwin Agarwal, both working in Welspun in the export sales and marketing department.
Mr. Sameer and Mr. Ashwin also share an experience of working with Trident Limited, and all three of them are alumni of VJTI Mumbai, batch of 2018. So, hey guys, welcome to the podcast. I hope you're safe and sound. So, let's begin. So, the first question is for you, Sameer. Can you tell us how has your journey been as a textile technologist until now, with a long road lying ahead?
Thank you, Nishit, for the question, and thank you, TextConnect, for inviting us on this platform to share our views on the textile journey. So, basically speaking, we all are aware about the manufacturing engineering. Mostly, we all are aware about what is civil, what is mechanical, what is electronic, and basically, people are aware about only this fields. They are not aware about what exactly the various fields are. There are various fields like biotechnology is also there, textile is also there. So this also domains consist of the engineering part too. So as an textile engineer, I was little confused for the first year in VJTI that I was going to continue for the textile engineering or not. Because as already I said that I am also aware about the fields which were already present in with many of us in our mind, like mechanical, civil, all this field. But I am also not aware about this field, textile engineering. So I was like, bhai, theek hai, I will join the college after, means VJTI was a brand name, and I will join the college, and after that I will switch it on the another field or something. We have the option in second year. Every engineering college has the option, make a good pointer and switch for the other field also. So I was aware about that, but the day is gone. I come to know about the textile. It is not only the apparel part which we common people used to see. It is beyond that. We are having 12 basic modules of the textile which we can deal in the textile. It's not only the apparel and the part which we used to see. It's beyond that. So as a textile engineer today, as the journey days pass on, I started enjoying the field. The passion goes on. We had a good journey with the mentors supporting us. We have teachers, we have seniors who used to support us regarding the field. What are the opportunity? What are the merits and the demerits of the field? How we can grow drastically? How we can grow in the fields? There are various fields also. Means you have to go for the home furnishing, you have to go for the apparel part, you have to go for the various domains, and how need to approach, how your mindset should be while going through this. These are all the things which goes on and already going on in our mind. Many things more we want to achieve in our life, and we will surely achieve as a textile engineer. And surely we are proud to be an textile engineer rather going for the other fields.
Thank you, Sami, for highlighting the point that textiles is not only apparels and beyond it. So now the next question is for you, Ravi. Can you list out some job profiles in the textile industry?
So I would like to tell you that there are a lot of job profiles in textile industries. First of all, there will be quality manager, production manager, production and inventory control manager, product development and research manager. These are the lot of job profiles where you can go. And one more thing I would like to sales, sales manager, merchandiser, in-plant merchandiser, and sales and marketing manager. And these are the various job profiles you will go after your BTech in industry.
Okay.
Okay.
So as Ravi mentioned about the production department, so Ashwin, can you tell us something in detail about the production department?
Sure, Nishit. Thank you for inviting me. First of all, textile is all about manufacturing. The core field of textile is manufacturing. So we call this as a production. And the production is a thing where actual things happen in textile. Like being a manufacturing field, the most of the thing, 90% of the things happen at the production floor. And the output we get, the benefit we make, the profit we make, the people we hire, it's all about because of production. The marketing people, the merchandising people, and all the things, all the textile which is happening in world is due to production. Production is the heart of textiles, and because of production, we are industries are running in textiles. That's it.
Okay.
Okay. So Ashwin highlighted the production department very well. So we all have heard about sales and marketing. So Samir, can you tell us that what is the role of a textile technologist in this department?
For the sales and marketing purpose, as Ashwin has already said, that the production is the heart of textile industries, because of which the heart is there, but we need to have someone to touch with that heart. So sales and marketing is the part where people, there is a need of a market. Means in the industry, there are various markets aligned. Accordingly, we have to approach the market. We have to choose the sector, what are the leads behind it, means what are the exact leads we can approach, target audience what we are. So as a textile person, it is very important to know the technical part of it. As a sales and marketing person, if you are aware about the technical part of the textiles, means if I am dealing with the customer, I should know the proper pricing, proper quality and material which is required. What will happen if the material, means I increase the size of the material, what will be the differ for the person to be sell, means what cost difference will be there, what are the advantages and disadvantages of the changes in the yarn count, I can say. Means we start from the, means textile is a subject which starts from yarn to the end product. Or basically we are speaking about if for the apparel industries, home furnishing industries, the industries which used to deal with the yarn and all these things. So the thing is how the cost will vary from yarn to yarn, or I can say cost will vary from end product to product. That should be aware by the textile technologist person, because he is the person who has done his graduation and he is aware about that, how the price will be changing, how the market will be changing. Means nowadays COVID-19 is going on. Everyone is aware that the antimicrobial, anti-functional, all these things are a boom in the market, having boom in the market. So accordingly, what type of finish should be there in a particular fabric? What are the advantages and what are the disadvantages? If a textile technologist who is dealing with the sales and marketing purpose, he is aware about it very well. But a MBA graduate or a graduate from any other means any other sectors will be dealing with the sales and marketing. He will not be aware about it as much as the textile person is aware about it. So this became the advantages for the company, so that it happens like a person is from a BTech or a graduation from the textile, or done higher graduation, undergraduation from the textile. He is more aware about the product related part rather than the person who is done the marketing. He will be aware about the marketing part, agreed. But for the technical part, he need to approach the production. So it becomes the advantage a textile person dealing with the sales and marketing. So it gives a good call for the company also, and it highlights the things.
So Samir, as Ravi highlighted some of the job profiles in the production department and Ashwin threw some light on it, can you also explain in detail about each of the job profile in production department?
See, Nishit, the profile for the organization vary according to the organization, as we need to look after that what the organizational structure is. It's a matrix organization or it's a functional organization. Means it focus on the functional part, or it focus on the matrix, means a managerial part also, at the same time focus on the functional part also. According to that, the profile varies from the organization to organization. As I am having the home furnishing experience, I can tell you about that in home furnishing textiles, there are splits of every department. Like we talk about weaving, we talk about processing, we talk about cut and string, we talk about dispatching goods. So these are the sectors which are divided according to the, or means structures which are divided according to the department. So in every department, there will be a person who will be looking after the quality perspective of that. In every department, there will be a person who is looking about the planning purpose of that will be called as a PPC purpose. And if the person is looking after the quality related, it will be called as a quality person. If the person is looking about the dates and means merchandise purpose, the quality of the yarn are proper, the means packing of the things is proper. So this will be the thing I am talking about, the weaving, initial weaving part. Means there will be a post weaving also, where we used to have the sizing related part. In that also there will be a quality person, there will be a production person who will looking after the production part. There will be a production manager, how much a particular day production should be there. There will be a PPC person, how much production planning should be there. There will be a quality person, the size peak of a particular yarn is a proper or not. So accordingly, the departments are divided. So it depends upon the organization. It's a functional organization, it's a metric organization. It depends upon that. You will not be aware about that. You might I will tell you that for the carton and related purpose, there also a quality person who is there to check the carton of the goods which need to be packed. Because in port and domestic, this organization used to check each and everything. So there should be a quality satisfaction for the customer also, and for on-time delivery. So what happens is now many products are similar for the organization. The things differ is how much quickly you come to the market and give it to your customer. That also played a major role in it. So accordingly, they have to look over every perspective of this, and they give a call for the particular person to look after it and have the proper quality of that product. So this will be this is from my side. Ashwin may have something to add. He can add.
Yeah. Ashwin, can you add something like what is the role of a production manager or any kind of thing?
Sure. Uh, Basically, while doing the production, what is most required? Like you have to achieve more efficiency so that you can make more profit out of it. If your machine is running on 80% efficiency and 90% efficiency, then what is the difference between these two machines? 80% out of a machine which is running at 80% and 80%, it will give less production as compared to one running at 90%. So what is the role of production manager here is to maintain efficiency as well as to achieve a target which is assigned to him, so that it can make more profit out of it and give more production in his or her shift. And basically in production, you have to ensure that what you have promised, what your marketing team have promised to customer, you have to meet that requirement and meet that quality parameter so that your customer will be satisfied with your product.
So now we have heard about the term merchandising. So Ashwin, can you brief us about the working of this department?
Sure, Ishita. What merchandising is all about? Basically, it's all about managing and executing order. Marketing team brings an order from customer and hands over it to merchandiser, who plays major role in executing the order, considering industry, and also their in-plant merchant or plant merchant who handles execution at plant at a work floor. While a merchandiser in HO take a clarity from marketing team as well as customer so that he can guide plant merchant to for execution of order. What a role of merchandiser is exactly consisting of? First thing, order comes from marketing person. Uh, merchandiser guides a plant merchant or a PD team, product development team, to get a sample developed as per requirement of customer. Thereafter, if sample is approved from buyer, then he ask or a demand for a order clarity in terms of quantity, in terms of color, in terms of packaging, everything. Thereafter, he gets the clarity. He shares the clarity with the plant merchant and ask him for starting the order or execution of the order. Thereafter, a plant merchant executes order, HO merchant or a headquarter merchant who ensures and delivers a customer time to time samples from production, which is called as a TOP, like top of production samples or pre-production samples, so that customer is aware about the quality and the change in a sample delivered to him already with a present sample. There is a minor change or a minor quality difference in the handed over sample to the customer and present running production sample, so that customer is aware about the change in quality. And a timely delivery of order is a major task of merchandiser, and also merchandiser inform each and every status of the order regarding the delays, regarding the before time order to the customer, so that he can manage his stores and available he can manage space so that he can accommodate order when delivered to his store.
Okay.
Okay. I will like to add some points on it, as Ashwin has very briefly told that what exactly the merchandising is. I will tell that merchandising is a three-way of communication which used to deal with the marketing, production, and PPC department. These are the three departments which the merchandising used to deal. So what happens is a merchandising profile. There is a three thing which merchandise very well ensures. That is the development part. That is the customer satisfaction part, and third is the on-time delivery of our goods which are ready for the shipping and all. So what happens is the merchandising part, as everyone is selling the trims, and means what trims exactly is. Trims is okay, what type of a label is going to be in a particular product, what label, what yarn we are going to use, if we are going to use the poly bag, PVC bags and all this thing. So क्या होता है कि ये सारी चीजें हैं in house factory में नहीं बनती है. So accordingly, a merchandise need to plan. When Ashwin has highlighted the point, there is a merchandiser at the head office level which used to see the development part of it, and the merchandiser which is available at the factory level which look after the planning part of it. PPC department is obviously there, which will ensure the your fabric related each and everything. But for the trims and related thing, the merchandise have to look after it. कि भाई ये dates को our trims are going to in house. Accordingly, we can plan for the delivery and we can go ahead. So already Ishita has asked me that for the marketing and sales, how the textile technology person used to contribute. At the same time कैसा होता है कि merchandise जब मर्चेंडाइज मतलब मार्केटिंग एंड सेल पर्सन को जब टेक्सटाइल रिलेटेड नॉलेज होता है ना, तो मर्चेंडाइज पर्सन को इजी हो जाता है वो कम्युनिकेट करने के लिए. मीन्स इफ आई एम अ सेल्स एंड मार्केटिंग पर्सन एंड आई एम अवेयर, तो उससे इजी हो जाता है कि मर्चेंडाइज को बोलने के लिए कि आई रिक्वायर दिस TC, this quality of a fabric, so please provide me the same so I can ask the buyer for all the queries. So the merchandise role is very important for each and everything.
So Ravi, as you are working in the quality and control department with Trident, so can you brief us about the working of the sector?
Yeah. See, Ishira, quality department has to be there in each department to ensure that you are delivering the best product to the customer. So for the weaving department, a quality department has to be there. For dyeing also, quality department has to be there to ensure that shade of the product dyeing is going to be good. For CSP also, CSP is a cut, stitch and packing department. There is also a role of quality department. If for trims also, just I highlighted that for the cartons quality also, there is a quality person to ensure that weight of the carton is coming or not, the strength of the carton is good or not. So these are all the work it has been done by the quality department.
I will add something to it. As Ravi has already said that before going for the external customer, we have our inline customers, in-house customers. Means you will say that मेरा customer ये है, मेरा customer वो है. I am working in a process department. My customer is a cut, stitch and packing. My next delivery part will be my first customer. So for that, I need to ensure each and everything is as per the quality. So as Ravi has highlighted the point that quality is necessary for each and every department to look after it. Because the quality becomes the strength of the organization, it became the USP of a particular organization to deal with. Sometimes the quality is the best part because of which the customer is highlighted towards that organization and it gives most of the order because of it. So you might be aware about that within the quality, the department, means organization have the OECO text labeling, various labeling is there, Egyptian cotton if it is dealing with the organic cotton, there are various things which also need to be checked. So because of which it is necessary to have each and every department with the quality. As I already said, before going for the external customer, it is very much important to have the internal customer to be satisfied. So it will create a output, means it will be like a team working for the one thing and it will be a major work done. So it is necessary to have a quality in each and every department. It means there are minor work which need to be done by a quality person to ensure each and everything.
So it is a norm that girls work in the quality department and not in the production department. So is it true, and what is your take on it?
So, frankly telling Abhimanyu, it's not necessary that means पहले तो ये भेदभाव करना ही मेरे लिए बराबर नहीं है कि woman is working on the quality, because today the woman empowerment is huge and women is dealing at the same platform and the same level where the men are dealing. So it is not the part that के women सिर्फ quality perspective में काम कर सकती है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता. There are women who is dealing with the production department also, they are looking after the marketing department also, they are looking after the various department. But ये मतलब मोस्टली बोला जाता है क्वालिटी डिपार्टमेंट, बट मेरे हिसाब से दिस इज नॉट द करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट, बिकॉज वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट इज द main thing which every organization have, and they are looking for the women to lead right from the first. It should be a quality, it should be a production department, it can be a marketing, it can be anything, and women are there to serve the organization. So it is not a thing that के quality है तो सिर्फ women रहेगा, ये नहीं होता. ये this is the मतलब वो पहले था, मतलब past gone. Now women are the same, women are given the same platform where the men are, and it should be given because women are that much talented as the men are. So according to me, it's not the thing कि women is given the quality, and I have also seen that कि नहीं होता है ऐसा. There are women who are dealing with the production and many other departments.
Yes, I would like to add something that कि जैसे समीर ने बोला ना कि women are equally working with the man, लेकिन इसका एक मिथ ये है कि वुमेन्स क्वालिटी डिपार्टमेंट प्रिपेयर क्यों करते हैं कि क्वालिटी डिपार्टमेंट इज लाइक सेमी कॉर्पोरेट प्रोफाइल.
Okay.
With that कि you don't have to face every people like a floor, like a production manager. तो इसीलिए ज्यादातर गर्ल्स है ना चूज करते कि let's go in the quality department, because after sales and marketing there is only one department which is a quality department. You will get a semi corporate like job, जो मतलब अपने कॉलेज में पढ़ा है, these things you can apply in quality department, but in production department I think that कि it's my personal opinion that कि जो कॉलेज में पढ़ा है we cannot use in the production department. The main thing in production department is only that कि you have to handle manpower only.
Okay.
Okay.
Basically, Ravi wants to add that the thing is, production is very much different from which we study theoretically. Practical thing is production is very much different. But in the quality, what happens is it depends upon the woman. She want to choose the quality department, that becomes the advantage, because what we have learned in the theoretical part, means the test which we are doing, tier strength test, बहुत सारे टेस्ट होते हैं वैसे, उसको मतलब उनका एक SOP फिक्स होता है. वो SOP में डील करने के लिए अगर वुमेन तैयार होती है तो she used to choose the quality department. As Ravi has rightly said that after sales and marketing, the quality is one department where we feel like we are dealing with some corporate as a corporate person. So it became a highlight point for the woman who she choose production or quality. It's not the organization which gives her. So it's upon the woman if he is choosing for the quality department.
Okay, so Sameer, as you just mentioned about the theoretical knowledge that we get in college. So apart from that, like we all do internships during the course of college. So can you all tell us something about your internship experiences and how did it help you to get acquainted with the industry?
First of all, what happens, I will say that the internship is very much important in the student life, because it will give you a small glimpses about how industry is going to be and what are the merits and demerits of the working in the industries as compared to working in a corporate. It can be a industry, you can work in the production or a manufacturing unit, you can work in the offices for the corporate life. But while you doing the internship, you should take the internship in the manufacturing sector, because you get the awareness about how you are dealing with the material to material. As already we have mentioned that theoretical parts are different and the practical parts are different. And you will know about the cultures also for the companies, कि कैसे हम लोग को किस तरीके से डील करना है. So it becomes very hectic when you are dealing with the person. मतलब अभी for the women I will say that it becomes different scenario on the floor, and for the men it becomes different scenario on the floor. There is no set platform. You have to create the platform for your own. तो कैसा होता है कि अब प्रोडक्शन में आप अगर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग यूनिट में डील कर रहे हो तो आपको वर्कर से कैसे काम करवाना है, व्हाट आर दी, मतलब एक पेशेंस वे में, एक अच्छे वे में उनसे काम कैसे निकलवाना है, ये बेसिक बेसिक चीजें से लेके व्हाट आर दी टेक्निकल पार्ट यू शुड बी अवेयर अबाउट। मीन्स आई वाज डीलिंग विद फैब्रिक प्रिंटिंग यूनिट, सो उसमें हम लोग बहुत सारी चीजें पढ़ते हैं कि मतलब थियोरेटिकली बहुत सारी चीजें पढ़ते हैं कि रोटरी प्रिंटिंग में सिर्फ रोलर होता है, फैब्रिक मूव होता है और प्रिंटिंग हो जाता है, बट इट्स नॉट दैट मच इजी दैट वी टॉक अबाउट। तो कैसा होता है कि हम लोग को प्रैक्टिकली बहुत सारी चीजें इंश्योर करनी पड़ती है, वहाँ के क्वालिटी डिफेक्ट्स क्या क्या होता है उसको इंश्योर करना होता है, वो सारी ना हो उसके लिए हमें क्या करना पड़ता है, कैसे हम लोग प्लानिंग करते हैं एक पर्टिकुलर चीज के लिए, मतलब डिपार्टमेंट टू डिपार्टमेंट हम लोग कैसे वेरी करते हैं। और इंटर्नशिप करने से पहले वी शुड बी, मतलब हम लोग डिसाइड रहने चाहिए कि हम लोग को कौन से डोमेन में जाना है। एज आई मीन होम टेक्सटाइल डोमेन, तो मुझे पता था कि मैं होम टेक्सटाइल डोमेन में मैंने पहले भी इंटर्नशिप की हुई है और वहाँ पे कैसे डीलिंग करनी है, आई वाज अवेयर अबाउट दैट। तो बिकॉज ऑफ विच इट हैपेंस कि मैं आज जो भी इंडस्ट्री में डील कर रहा हूँ, मतलब आई वाज इन ट्राइडेंट, आई एम इन वेल्सपन, तो डील कर रहा हूँ, तो उसमें कैसा है कि मुझे अवेयर है कि भाई मैंने ये सेक्टर्स भी देखे हुए हैं और ये सेक्टर्स भी देखा हुआ है, भले मैंने काम नहीं किया होगा बट आई एम अवेयर अबाउट इट। तो बेसिकली द थिंग हैपेंस, कैसा होता है कि हम लोग को ये सारी चीजें भी पर्सपेक्टिव में रखनी चाहिए और ये भी ध्यान रखना चाहिए कि हम लोग 4th ईयर में जाके व्हाट आर दी कैंपस कंपनी यूज टू कम, इफ एनी वन ऑफ यू और द टेक्सटाइल स्टूडेंट इज सेटिंग फॉर द कैंपस इंटरव्यू, ही और शी माइट बी अवेयर अबाउट दी कि हमारे कैंपस में किस तरह की कंपनीज आती है, तो उसके अकॉर्डिंगली हमको प्लान करना चाहिए, उसके अकॉर्डिंगली हमको तैयार रहना चाहिए। इफ अपैरल कंपनी का, तो हमारे पास 4 years होते हैं इंटर्नशिप करने के लिए, मतलब एज अ कॉलेज पर्सन वी हैव 4 years टू डू दी इंटर्नशिप। हम 1 year में प्रोडक्शन कर सकते हैं, 1 year में मार्केटिंग कर सकते हैं, 1 year में अपैरल चूज कर सकता है, ये डिपेंड करता है हमारे ऊपर और हमारी कैपेबिलिटी के ऊपर। बट इंटर्नशिप इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू नो दी सिनेरियो ऑफ व्हाट इंडस्ट्रीज आर एंड व्हाट एग्जैक्टली वी वांट टू डू अहेड इन आवर करियर। तो कैसा होता है कि कंपनी प्लेसमेंट के लिए भी आएगी तो यू माइट बी अवेयर अबाउट व्हाट दी एग्जैक्ट प्रोफाइल इज, तो तुम्हें वो इंडस्ट्री में ही जाके पता चलेगा। वो ऐसा नहीं होता कि भाई प्रोफाइल जो दिखता है वैसा नहीं होता, कभी कभी we have to look after the pros and cons of the profile, we have to look after what exactly industry में क्या प्रोफाइल में डील करना है, तो वो सारी चीजें बहुत नेसेसरी होती है इंडस्ट्री में काम करने से।
Just I would like to add some. Samir explained very well. Just मुझे एक ऐड करना कि why इंटर्नशिप करना क्यों जरूरी है, क्योंकि मोस्ट ऑफ द जितने भी टेक्सटाइल के कॉलेज हैं ना, कि दे डोंट हैव लेटेस्ट टेक्नोलॉजी विच इंडस्ट्री आर बीइंग यूज राइट नाउ। सो स्टूडेंट को पता होना चाहिए कि एक्चुअली इंडस्ट्री में किस चीज की डिमांड है, विच मशीन्स आर बीइंग यूज इन इंडस्ट्री, दैट्स व्हाई वी हैव टू डू इंटर्नशिप। दिस इज द मेन रीजन कि व्हाई इंटर्नशिप। और मोस्ट ऑफ द एडवांटेज, as Sir Samir already said that कि most of the advantage, what are the advantage of the internship, that कि you will get practical knowledge, what you are learning in 4 years of BTech, these are the theoretical knowledge, but this theoretical knowledge where you are going to apply in particular that machine or particular that industry. So that's why I think that internship needs to be done by each candidate and each semester or once in a year, yeah, or twice in a year, from second year to final year. So it will help you in as a PPO. You will get if you have done an internship in particular industry, you will get replacement offer by the industry that XYZ student has done internship in our organization. So he has basic idea that what are the our finished goods, what are the raw materials, and what is the process flow of our industry. So that's why some industries choose the candidate who are already done internship in our organization.
Okay. So can you all tell us what are the challenges that a fresher faces when he enters into the industry?
Excitement, first thing, which we face instead of challenge, I would like to highlight when we enter industry. But as a challenge, first thing is when your seniors consider you as a BTech candidate who is fresher, but getting a high pay as compared to my salary when I entered industry. That's the biggest challenge you face, and because of that, some person are there who don't like you or who want you to do more work as compared to him because of your salary, what pay you are getting. And there are persons available in industry who want to guide you in each and every part with each and every step so that you can achieve a lot in your career. I would request some to join something in this because it has faced in industry.
Yes, what happens is it totally depends upon the as we have already talked about the theoretical knowledge and the practical knowledge. So what happens is I was into the industry, I was dealing with the production department. So what happens is the department which I was working, which required around 4 to 5 years experience, then only then a person can have tackle that particular production department and can manage that department because it requires lot of knowledge and lot of multi knowledge. So the thing happens is Ashwin has already said that it becomes some people difficult to survive in that environment. But what happens is there are people who used to guide you, who used to tell you each and everything. It depends upon you how much challenging you are and how much challenge you are ready to accept and do the things. मीन्स कैसा होता है कि वो एक जगह फोकस करके वी हैव टू रन एवरीथिंग कि भाई गिव अप करके हमारे कुछ नहीं होगा. जो भी प्लेटफॉर्म तुम्हें मिला है वहां पे परफॉर्म करो. यू विल बी हाईलाइटेड एंड यू विल बी देयर राइट एट द टॉप. तो इट्स नॉट अ थिंग. हाँ भाई obvious है you are going from a college background to a industrial level, so you have to show the professionalism as much as you can, but at the same time you should be a confident, you should be you should have the thought of never giving up. So then and only then you will be able to learn many things at the same time. So initial stage every time you will face the difficulty. इसका मतलब ये नहीं होता कि आगे जाके भी difficulties होगी. Be positive, be clear with your thoughts. You will get a good knowledge about it. Exactly, मैं ये बोलूंगा कि भाई कुछ नहीं मिलेगा तो कम से कम तुम्हें नॉलेज तो जरूर मिलेगा जो तुम्हें आगे करियर में कभी ना कभी तो गारंटी काम आएगा. ऐसा नहीं है कुछ भी चीज खाली नहीं जाती. You are working on the shop floor, you are working in any player, you will learn something and you will implement in your upcoming life. So open with your eyes. हर जगह से कुछ ना कुछ मिलता ही है. हर जगह मैंने जैसे बोला ना कैसा होता है कि मैं जो डिपार्टमेंट में काम कर रहा था वो डिपार्टमेंट में ऐसा होता है कि बंदों से काम निकालने के लिए भी हम लोग को ऐसा, क्योंकि ऑलरेडी जो ऑपरेटर्स हो गए, वर्कर्स हो गए, दे आर मच है, उनको ज्यादा एक्सपीरियंस है हम लोग से. मतलब कैसा होता है कि कभी कभी कैसा होता है कि उनको भी ऐसा बोलना पड़ता है कि भाई हमें नहीं आता तो तुम सिखाओ. एज अ बीटेक ग्रेजुएट डिफरेंस होता है प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज में, तो उन लोग से हम लोग को आउटपुट लेना पड़ता है कि ठीक है भाई उनके पास 1 घंटा 2 घंटा खड़े रह जाओ कि ये कैसे कर रहे हो, वो कैसे कर रहे हो. मतलब ये मैं बेसिकली ऐसा थिंग बोल रहा हूँ कि एक इंजीनियर को ये सारी चीजें करनी पड़ती है. वो होता है ना भाई कपड़े काले करोगे तो कुछ सीखने मिलेगा, ऐसे सीखने नहीं मिलता है. यू आर अ टेक्सटाइल इंजीनियर, एग्रीड, but at the same time if you have to deal with each and everything you should be present over there and you should have the attitude of never giving up and you should be confident what you are doing.
So can you all tell us something about the product research and development department? So,
Basically, Ishita, product development and research is all about innovation. You need each and every product to be innovated time to time. Demands are changing, thinking, and your lifestyle is continuously changing. In current situations of COVID, everybody wants every product to be antimicrobial or microbes or germs resistant. So basically, in this period, every textile product which is launching in market is consisting of antimicrobial finishes or a naturally antimicrobial product available in market. So as per demand, as per times, there is a need of change required in products. So what basically PD and research department do, they do innovation, they conduct different experiments so that they can deliver a new product with a product, regular running product with a new finish or a new function to it.
I would like to add what Ashwin has said. He has correctly mentioned that today in the environment which everyone is required of the antimicrobial finishes and antimicrobial things. So obviously PD department is a department which looks after the innovation of the company. It is not only the innovation which the customer required. It's the innovation which the internal house also required. What happens is while doing the production, what happens, we face various issues like production efficiency नहीं मिलने के पीछे क्वालिटिकल इश्यूज होते हैं. तो वो क्वालिटी में हम लोग प्रोसेस को क्या डेवलप कर सकते हैं. ऑब्वियसली द प्रोसेस डेवलपमेंट इटसेल्फ इज द product development is there, but there is also a process development. So in which we ensure, means what happens is I will talk about the means क्या बोल सकते हैं हम लोग, प्रोसेसिंग का पार्ट हम लोग एक्सप्लेन करते हैं। तो वहाँ पे कैसे होता है, जैसे अभी हम लोग एंटी माइक्रोबियल फिनिश को डेवलप कर रहे हैं, वैसे ही बैक हैंड प्रोसेस में कभी कभी क्या होता है, डाइंग अगर हो रहा है तो साइज पिकअप में इश्यू होता है, क्यों हो रहा है, मतलब कितना परसेंटेज कॉन्सेंट्रेशन किसी केमिकल का इंक्रीज करना है, ये सारी चीजें भी इंश्योर करने के लिए पीडी डिपार्टमेंट का एक रोल होता है। ये रोल मेनली होता है, जो राउटिंग वगैरह का रोल होता है वो क्वालिटी डिपार्टमेंट का होता है, बट उसमें अगर कुछ डिफिकल्टी आती है, एट द सेम टाइम पीडी प्लेज अ विचुअल रोल इन इट। मतलब कैसा होता है, मतलब अगर कोई प्रोसेस में हम लोग इनोवेशन कर सकते हैं तो वो पीडी डिपार्टमेंट करके देती है। हम लोग नेचुरल फाइबर्स को यूज करके कुछ प्रोसेस को इंक्रीज कर सकते हैं, उसका लाइफ टाइम इंक्रीज कर सकते हैं, वो पीडी डिपार्टमेंट यूज करके देती है। और एट द सेम टाइम उनको प्रोसेस फैक्ट्री रिलेटेड क्या इंश्योर करना होता है, कैसे होता है कि हर एक जो मटेरियल होता है उनको एक अलाइनमेंट के थ्रू जाने, मतलब प्रोसेस के थ्रू जाने, मतलब एवरीवन हैज ईआरपी। अब लोगों को पता होगा एंटरप्राइज रिसोर्स प्लानिंग, तो वो प्लानिंग के अकॉर्डिंग सब चीजें चलनी चाहिए। तो उनको एक मटेरियल कोड डेवलप करने होते हैं ताकि वो आइडेंटिफिकेशन इजी हो हर एक चीज का। मतलब मैं अगर बोल दूं कि आई वांट दिस डिजाइन और दिस थिंग, तो वो इनोवेशन आता है पीडी डिपार्टमेंट से। तो उसमें भी इजी होता है फ्लो करने के लिए, हमारे एक पर्टिकुलर थिंग को इजीली फ्लो करने के लिए भी पीडी डिपार्टमेंट प्लेज अ विचुअल रोल। और वो होता ही है, नेसेसरी इज मदर ऑफ इन्वेंशन। जहाँ पे नेसेसरी होगी वहाँ पे इनोवेशन पीडी डिपार्टमेंट करेगा ही करेगा। और सिर्फ फैब्रिक रिलेटेड या प्रोडक्ट रिलेटेड ही नहीं होता, उनको कस्टमर रिलेटेड भी उनसे बात करके वो करते हैं। मतलब अभी फॉर एग्जाम्पल तो कैसा होता है कि पीडी डिपार्टमेंट जब इनिशियल ऑर्डर कोई भी फैक्ट्री में आता है, आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट दी होम टेक्सटाइल इंडस्ट्रीज, कैसा होता है, तो वहाँ पे हर चीज वेरीफाई करनी होती है। मतलब अभी मैंने कट प्लान हो गया मेरा पर्टिकुलर, तो कट प्लान में क्यों वेरीफाई करूंगा, मार्कर एफिशिएंसी, ये टर्म आप लोगों ने पढ़ा होगा, तो उससे हमारा क्या फायदा होगा कि हम लोग कितना यूटिलाइज करके हमारी मार्कर एफिशिएंसी सबसे ज्यादा हो पाएगी। तो ये भी इंश्योर करता है प्रोडक्ट डेवलपमेंट डिपार्टमेंट। मैंने ये बोला ना, सिर्फ फैब्रिक रिलेटेड नहीं, मैनेजमेंट रिलेटेड भी वो इंश्योर करता है कि हम लोग कैसे एफिशिएंसी बढ़ाए। तो दिस आर दी ऑल थिंग्स व्हिच प्रोडक्ट डिपार्टमेंट देखते हैं।
Okay. So as now we have discussed all the job profiles, while going for an interview, should one consider the job profile of that company or just go and randomly sit for it?
Firstly, the question comes to mind, randomly going to sit is not a good thing. Means if you are applying for the company, you should be aware about what job profile is and what exactly the company is. भाई ऐसा तो नहीं है कि you have done a 4 years of engineering and you doesn't know the profile and you doesn't know the company and just going and sitting as a lame person is not a good for an professional candidate like you person. Means any textile graduate means they have to look after what exactly the profile is, what exactly the company is. So this should not be there. So you should think in a way that this profile is good for me or not good for me. As I already said, while doing the internship, you might go and you might be aware about each and every profile you are dealing with. यही benefit होता है internship का. You will be aware about your profiles. मतलब mostly speaking that the company which used to come for the campus interview, they generally provide a profile like a graduate engineering trainee. They doesn't use to profile the higher profile directly. They used to give your profile as a graduate engineering trainee. They used to train you for 1 year or 6 months of a period. Then they will let you for the floor, ready for the floor, and you can work on it. So it is necessary to see what profile it, how company used to deal, what is the turnover of the company. So it is necessary to see the profile of the company. Don't sit like a layman, because you all are a graduate person, and for the graduate person I will not suggest just go and sit as a layman.
I would like to add something to this. Guys, profile and company, these are two completely different things. When you are deciding about company, it's completely depend on the market value of the company or the image which company holds in the market. And when we talk about profile, it's basically about your role which you will be playing in that company. If you want to work for marketing, you want to work for marketing at your own, then you should choose for marketing role. But if you want to explore things, you are not sure about your role, then you can choose what company offers to you. As Samir explained, that company, most of the companies offer GET to the engineer graduates, and thereafter they can ask you for different roles within that year of your GET. and according to you can ask, you can go for role change, you can go to HR that I'm not finding this role suitable for me, I want to change my role. There are also provision available with the industry and with the companies. They can offer you different roles when you are working as a GT in that industry. But if some company is asking for a particular role, when you are entering in it and you are not finding it suitable, then changing it within time limit is like required for you. If you are not enjoying it, that not role for you. But selecting a company is seriously and serious concern. You should think about it before entering a placement procedure of that company. As if you are going for a big brand and you are not enjoying that role which you are handling in that company, then it's not suitable for you. So basically you must have a clear idea about what you are entering in before going for interview as well.
Okay.
So as we were talking about profiles, so a graduating textile technologist, what should he prefer? A good company profile or a lucrative salary?
Dicey question it is. Basically it's completely depend on yourself, what you want. If you are facing some financial issues in your life, you should go for lucrative salary. But if you want to explore more things, you want to learn new things, then think about a profile which company is offering to you.
As Ashwin directly said that it totally depend upon you what profile, and if you want to go for the profile or you want to go for the salary you are getting. So both the things are very much important in today's life, means in today's scenario, because money is required for each and everyone. Without money, there is no surviving, as people used to say, and as many of us believe also. So what happens is at the same time, but a role also plays a virtual role in it, virtual part in it. Because what happens is, if you are in a particular role, you will learn something, learn good. And if you are planning to have your own setup, if you are good at entrepreneur, if you want to do something at your own, so profile will give you more advantage of it, because you will be aware about the pros and cons of the things, and you will be already set on the platform where you can challenge that phase. So at the same time, both are important thing. According to a personal perspective, we have to look after it. What individual think about it, that will be he or she can take the decision on his own. So according to me, both are important. So I will think about both, and I will go for the moderate level instead of going for the high or the low. And so it will be like choosing a middle thing is very important. I will learn also and I will grow also. So this will be my suggestion. I don't know. It depends totally upon the individual accordingly.
Okay.
So, are there any tips or recommendations you would like to give to the students who are currently studying in the third or the fourth year, so that they have an upper hand when they enter the industry?
So tips and tricks will be like open raw, मतलब हर चीज के लिए open for things, means keep your eye open. There is opportunity for you in each and every stages. So it's not like कि कैसा होता है कि while we are in the graduation stage, we are in the as a textile technology, we used to think that कि we don't have a good campus placement, we don't have a package, higher package. These are the all the mentality of the people. We should not be there, because if you are capable enough, you will get the opportunity and you will hit it big for sure. So what for the third year and for finally a student, I will suggest be prepared for their aptitude test, because it is a very much important thing. Before going for the interview, you need to clear your aptitude test for the companies, which is depend totally upon the companies, what profile they are coming and exactly what they are looking for. Accordingly, the aptitude test will be there. This will be a technical aptitude, there will be a verbal, there will be a all the mixtures will be there. So be prepared for that, because what happens is if you are capable enough to clear the interview but you are not capable enough for the aptitude test, you will face very much difficulties in your placement things. So please be prepared for the apti. I means I will say that at least it should, and you should ensure that you must be clearing each and every aptitude test, because PI becomes the optional for you when you go for it, but apti doesn't give the option for you. You need to clear it, then and only then you can go for the companies. आपको PI के बाद पूछा जाएगा कि you are going for the कंपनी और नॉट, बट एप्टी अगर क्लियर होता ही नहीं है तो ये चांस ही नहीं आएगा, कोई पूछेगा ही नहीं. And for third year and final year student, as already we have said, internship is very much important. Now colleges have started as mandatory also. Okay, everyone should have at least 2 or 3 internships because it plays a virtual role. As already I have said in my many points that it gives you a proper glimpses of what you are going to be as a industrial person, what you are going to be a professional candidate. So be aware about it, and internship is only the platform will be giving you awareness about it. We prepare a good projects in final year so that you might be very confident regarding your interview. If you are not able to do well, please take the help of the guidance of your mentors, your teachers. They are every time available, your seniors. And please clear your thoughts while sitting in each means any companies so that you might be clear in your every perspective. It's not about ke bhai, as I already said, ke bhai, profile is also an important factor and money is also an important factor. So just need to think about it, discuss about it, as I already know that many of you might not be knowing everything, but you have mentor, you have teacher guidance. You can discuss with them. They will guide you best. You have us also. You can talk to us also. If we are capable enough to guide you, we will surely guide you regarding that. And for the profile also, it doesn't matter what profile and what things you get at the end. If you have already taken your decision, it's the thing matter is how open you are to the profile, how innovative you are, and how good you are to take the challenges when you are into the companies. Because what happens is you should be open, because in the today's world textile is a field where many of the people there will be there who are not properly graduate, but because of their experience they are good at it. So try to respect them according to their experience also, not only from their graduation and all this thing. So respect others, they will give you the respect. And don't think like you are new to the world. Please respect and take, if you give the respect to others, you will surely get the respect in back, whomsoever he or she will be. If you are dealing with a person with a good attitude, you will surely get a good attitude from them also. So try to be that calm and good at it. And I will wish each and every third year and fourth year candidate all the very best for your future. And any doubt, you can tell us, you can message us, you can call us, you can text us. We will be there.
Okay.
And thank you very much, Ishita, Nishit, and Abhimanyu. You guys are doing a great work. Continue this, and surely this channel will help many of the textile graduates to grow and give the opportunity accordingly.
So this was all from our side. Hope we were able to clear all your doubts. We would also like to thank our panelists for taking out time for their busy schedule and guiding us. For the viewers, if you have any more questions, then mention them in the comments below.
And stay tuned, guys, as we come up with the next episode in Text Connect podcast. Until then, keep learning, stay healthy, stay connected, and keep watching Text Connect, a learning center for textiles.